Hello, everybody. My name is Puppetine from I Love Puppets, here today on I Love Puppets, today to discuss what? He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. I know we just released an article not too long ago about our excitement for the show, and I know there's a lot of drama that's going on around it, but we don't care about that. We care about the content and what we're watching, and we've watched it. We've watched it, and we're ready to review it, and we're going to do it episode by episode. And when I say we, you might be wondering, who else is here? Well, there's me and then darkness. But in that darkness, if you look, summoning with the power, Froggy!
Hello!
Froggy, do you have the power?
I have the power to review this episode.
So do I. Well, I suppose we shouldn't hesitate. We should get right into it and then discuss our thoughts and feelings, because we are very in tune with our emotions. Isn't that right?
Yeah. Yep. And I gotta say, I actually like this show. You know, the controversy and all the stuff behind this, I didn't care for that stuff. I actually just wanted to watch it because to the right, look at this. This is a beautiful picture right here. If you don't like that, I don't know what's wrong with you, because I love this. This show, I feel like it gets a bad rap because of what Kevin Smith said. And you know what? Who gives a crap what he said? Watch the show. Base the show on that, not what somebody said. Because otherwise, you're missing out stuff. Because, maybe the person, and I'd agree, Kevin Smith shouldn't have said anything with him. He shouldn't have just shut up, and that's it. But you know what? I enjoy the shows for what they are, and this show is incredible. And I just want to say thank you to Netflix for giving me an awesome show.
Well, I know we just said that about Kevin Smith, but you should thank him too, because he is the main driving thought force behind this show. But let's go ahead and recap quickly what happens in this very first premiere episode.
Yes, let's do that.
It starts out with a great intro by the power of Grayskull, and explains basically where we are, who everybody is, and how Prince Adam is He-Man, and only a few people know this. And it goes right into the action. We see a cloaked figure, looks like He-Man, taking prisoners to Castle Grayskull, where there's the priestess there waiting for him. But we also get to see inside the castle, because Teela, which is a character that has worked closely with He-Man and is a friend to Prince Adam, she is being promoted. Man-at-Arms. That's going to be her official title, like her dad has.
Or Woman-at-Arms, they said.
No, they said Man-at-Arms.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah. Anyway. Moving on.
It doesn't matter. She's getting her promotion. That's what it is about. And Adam isn't there. And so they're like, oh, where could he be? Even missing this on all of these days. And it doesn't matter. They don't want to let that spoil the mood.
Yeah. But we do see a cloaked figure, a muscle-bound figure, dragging two prisoners, making his way over the Castle Grayskull. And I'm like, oh, wait. The animation is the voice talent.
Solid.
Yeah, I love Liam Cunningham as Man-at-Arms. Brilliant actor, brilliant voice acting. I love you even have what's his name as who she is Sarah Michelle Gellar. Sarah Michelle Gellar. Yes.
And Buffy. Buffy is
Teela. And wow, I gotta say I did not know this, you know, because I don't read articles. I just want to watch things blind. I don't want to be spoiled. And I was happy to see her as being that, because I haven't seen her much of anything. And I remember reading an article about this. She said if this was live action, she never would have been casted for this role, and she was happy to do this role because it was just so much fun. And I agree, because people are, if you don't look at a certain age or over a certain age in Hollywood, they will not cast you for a live action. So voice acting, I say that's why the future.
Yep. And in that, in the desert, we finally do see He-Man and the Sorceress, and that's when one of the prisoners reveals who he really is. we get to hear that great voice as it goes lower and lower to reveal Skeletor.
Yeah.
And Skeletor, he says how they're duped. They duped the sorceress, and now they're going to pay for it. They're going to be in trouble. But that's when He-Man grabs the priestess, because why? Prince Adam is at the Man of Arms ceremony for Teela. That's when the sorceress is facing Skeletor and now his army from Snake Mountain, and she finally has to call out to Prince Adam because she needs He-Man there after fighting that robot He-Man. That was crazy. So by the power of Grayskull, they get everybody out of the castle. He summons the power, and he makes his way over there.
Yeah, and the way she contacts, like she contacts him telepathically.
Yeah, like you.
And then I was weird because Cringer, I forgot he's a scaredy cat. I don't know if that's continued from the original cartoon. I never really watched all, but I know in the 2002 reboot, was cool. But this is the first time I think he's talked.
No,
I don't remember Cringer talking in the other episode.
In the old 80s one, he did have a voice actor.
He did? Oh, okay, yeah.
He was a very scaredy cat.
Okay, because in the reboot, 2002 reboot, he didn't talk.
Not
to my knowledge.
Because he's a cat, probably.
Well, yeah, he's an animal.
But no, he definitely has a voice here, and he had one back in the 80s, and they've given it back to him. And so they finally make it back, but this is where Skeletor is starting to reveal his master plan. He doesn't want Castle Grayskull anymore. That's not his goal. He wants what's under the castle, because the castle all this time has actually just been an illusion, because it's actually a temple that holds the magic of
Eternia.
The land.
Yeah, Eternia is actually it's an orb, and it has. They had this whole entire orb is all the knowledge and all the past rulers and stuff. The knowledge keepers. It's all information in this orb, and he wants, and then Skeletor wants it because he wants to become a god.
Yeah. And so whenever they finally get there and they're facing, it seems like it's getting pretty close. Even with He-Man there, Skeletor is putting up a real fight. He's putting up a real challenge towards the sorcerers and He-Man. And that's when Mossman comes out and grabs Skeletor, holding him up, saying, "This is enough. Your presence is a disgrace. Get out of here now." But Skeletor says no. And he burns Mossman to a crisp right there. And that makes He-Man just overcome with rage. And so he goes and he stabs Skeletor right through the chest. Evil-lyn tries to run up and save him, but he won't hear of it. He won't let that happen because it was all part of the plan. Skeletor needed He-Man to unlock the heart of Eternia. Yeah,
he needed the sword was a key to unlock this key out of the gates lock, and he gets healed. Lena Headey plays Evil-lyn.
Yep.
Those know she played Sarah Connor in the Sarah Connor Chronicles and all that stuff. Very good actress. The animation is really crisp and clean in this. I really love it. I think it's actually it's just right up below Castlevania in art. But the voice talent is great and all this. But anyway, he gets
anyway.
Yeah.
Getting to it. Yes, this unlocks it, but the sorceress stops time for a moment because, Skeletor's going to destroy the universe right here and right now if he puts all that power in. And so, Adam, He-Man has an idea. He's going to summon all of the power into the sword, which will most likely destroy.
He'll kill him, but he'll save everybody. And of
And so
course,
he does it.
Yeah, he does this, and of course, when he does this, the sword end up, he dies. And same with Skeletor. Skeletor, they both, erase on his distance. But before this, as you see, as this is happening, you see
the sword of power splits into two.
We also see that Cringer is back to his normal form, and this is also when Teela sees that, and then she sees Adam, and then she sees him gone. And then just really irritates and this is where the episode kind of gets a little controversial.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's an underlying tone that she loved Adam. He's her best friend. Yeah. And you see that the show, she has all these flashback memories of teaming up with He-Man, knowing that he's Adam, and she's just so angry.
Yeah.
Because she's hiding her feelings. She's sad and lonely.
And but it gets to the point after this, because He-Man did save the world, it looks like, but they go back to the castle, and the king he learns that He-Man is Adam. The mother knew, the queen of Eternia knew,
but the father didn't know.
Yep. And so he learns this just now, and in his anger he says that the Man of Arms let this happen, and he strips him of the title and banishes him. Otherwise, he'll be executed.
Yeah.
And then he asks Teela to enforce this, but Teela says no.
She throws her sword down. She said, "You guys lied to me, all of you."
Except the king didn't lie.
Well, yeah, the king didn't lie.
That's something I got to bring up, because the king just learned that his son was He-Man and that he died.
But the mother knew, Man of Arms knew, Warco knew. Pretty much everyone, Cringer knew, everyone except her.
Pat knew.
Yeah, everyone. Yeah, and just really hurts her so bad. So where she said, "I'm done with all this." You guys could have told me.
Mm-hmm.
And Man of Arms says, says to the king, "Well, we didn't say anything because Prince Adam orders it. He's still a prince. He's still royalty. So he was ordered not to." And I kind of understand why Prince Adam wouldn't want her to know. I mean, well, just not everybody to know, because I think Man at Arms stumbled in on it, knowing that I can't remember how those other ones found out, but the less people that knew, the less risk there was for Skeletor to use people as hostages and stuff.
The way that she reacts is
it's kind of split.
I'm going to have to say, I don't think it's definitely an emotional decision, and she carries this anger throughout most of the series. But we won't get into that. We'll get into that as
it just come out
next time.
Just come out that she's having a temper tantrum. I will put in that.
Yeah,
but it's acceptable, because like it's said, the underlying tone is that she felt hurt and betrayed.
Yeah, and she kind of was. And so she leaves, and that's the end of that. It is a strong starter, though. I have to say, you felt the stakes, because the stakes were actually there. He-Man was in danger, and he died. Eternia was saved, but at a great cost. And we're going to have to wait and see where this goes next time. But, this is the moment that I want to talk about. I enjoyed this opening. There's obviously some things that I didn't care for, but it's really strong. There's a lot that's really strong about this,
Yeah.
But until then, we want to thank you so much for dropping by for this recap and quick review about our feelings. And we're going to give more as we cover each and every episode. But until then, one last thank you, as we say, to like and comment. Let us know what you think. We want to hear everybody's opinion, even if you disagree, because I know there are a lot of people that disagree.
Mm-hmm.
But go ahead and let us know why. And also, make sure you're subscribed. We're trying to get those numbers up there, so come on, please help out. So for Froggy and myself, we're going to thank you one more time before we say goodbye.
Bye.